We're here at CES and we're about to go into Eureka Park with the man, the myth, the legend, Pierre Bourgeix. And he's going to give us, just like we did last year, we're going to go around to some of these startups and Pierre's going to ask questions and we're going to give you a little bit of overview of the cool stuff. So what are you hoping to see here before we go into Eureka Park? What's your plan?
Well, my plan really is just piggybacking onto last year's success, right? Finding technologies that are entering into the marketplace, that are innovative, that change the market. Even in the security industry, we have seen amazing, innovation. But I would say that most of that innovation now is coming from outside the industry, especially with the advent of AI, advent of all that technology that's been pent up, frankly, in some cases in the public space, right? In that residential space, in that SMB space, where there was a lot more nimble capabilities, but these now are products that can be entered into our, really mid-market and enterprise level engagements. And I think that software, the development of AI chipsets at the edge, the development of sensor technologies, all of which are playing a big role in developing the new wave of technology for the industry.
All right, into the breach we go. Visual layer in the Israel Pavilion at Eureka Park, and we're talking about searching videos for certain images or objects or things. Show me how it works.
Yeah, I would love to share. So let's say I care about explosives. I have prepared an explosive data set, and I want to find certain kinds of explosives. So what I can do, I can go to Google Images, type Shawaz mine. That's a recent common type of explosive.
Okay.
What I'm doing here, I'm just taking a screenshot from this image as a sample of what I like to look at the repository. Now this is a data set. This is a data set from Terragens.
Okay.
It's a company which is our customer doing indexing of explosives around the world and working with defense agencies. So what I can do here, I can feed in the image I just obtained from Google, this one. Okay? That was the image.
Yep.
I submit it as a query to this large video pools of all the explosives in all the 20 recent years in the world. And then, using this crappy conference network, I find similar cases where there are different types of this instance of an object. If the search is not good enough, I can refine it. Let's say I care about, let's say, this one.
Okay.
So just a starting point for the search. I care about this one.
Right.
I'll search for it in the pool. You see, here is the original video of captured ammunition. Again, I'm querying the video. And here I suddenly have very related items to my search query that are coming from different videos. What the defense analyst can do is mark the ones of interest, and then I have some kind of a shopping cart with all the items. I can name them a new name, so let's call them, sorry, I double-clicked. I can name them a new name, let's call them Shawaz.
Okay.
And then a new class is open. Here you can see on the user tag, a new class was formed named Shawaz. I can always go back, and this view can be saved whenever there is new information. We can alert a trigger, an email, or whatever you like, a notification. We've seen this in a video.
So what's your question here?
So, the key component for a lot of the industry, obviously, is quick and speed, obviously, to gain the information and data. So, in a way, you are taking OSINT to another level, open source intelligence, and bringing it to the video side and taking that data and actually categorizing it and actually becoming useful for potential investigations or potential work you're doing within that investigation environment. So with that, right, how do you see this now moving into the marketplace in the security industry? do you see that there's an opportunity for that security industry to use it on a consistent basis? It could be military, could be operational, maybe if it's oil and gas or it's electrical, electric utilities. Where do you see it in your vision, based on how you're using this?
Very cool, yeah. So what we see, there is a variety of use cases, and each corporate or organization cares really about their own data set. And no single vanilla solution can work covering everything. So what we do, we give them the tools to fine-tune their models, define their own classes of interest, and then start iterating from there, improving our understanding, creating new classes, and those are classes that are unrecognized by Microsoft Video Indexer, Google Image, and Amazon Recognition. They don't know types of binds and so on. So that's how we help them define new classes and then deploy them, and given new information, find this valuable data. Otherwise, they may need to annotate huge pools of information. It's very painful, super costly, and it will take tons of time.
I think visual layer definitely has a potential in our marketplace. Coming in from Israel, they understand the challenges of security, but they also understand the challenges of gathering the right data out of video information and video customization of that data. I think when it boils down to it, we are in a world of big data. We're a world of trying to get the right information, and I think this company's got some chops. I think there's a lot of opportunity to work with these companies.
So there are other VMSs out there that need this?
Yes, absolutely. There are many VMSs at this point that do not have this level of competency and capability of customization, of taking that data and using it appropriately to help the client make better decisions.
Cyberette is a deepfake detection company. We detect deepfakes in audio, video, image, and text. Our accuracy rate is 99.7%. You can upload image, video, text, or drag and drop here, and it will detect it. So that's how you do it. You upload it, and you detect it, and it will give out a score of how much AI tempered with that specific video, audio, or image. We have multiple detection approaches. We train our models to detect through pixels, heat map, landmark inconsistencies in the video and image, and in the voice we search for different anomalies, and you can get this kind of breakdown of what exactly has been done. Did you put filters on your face, or did you completely generate synthetic AI?
Is there a way to automatically apply this to every video that's posted on your YouTube page that has a score underneath or something like that?
Yeah, so we're working on a browser extension that scouts the internet, and whatever page you're on, it can detect it. Right now, it can be plugged in by API or just SDK, so development toolkit that is on premise. We also have a cloud version that can be connected or plugged in into existing application or environment.
So from that standpoint, building this solution that you have, so explain to me your security posture in regards to how it was built. What are the things that we could, when we look at buying something like this that verifies the validity of data, we want to make sure that baseline in your solution is actually itself secure. So can you talk to that a little bit?
Of course. So we're hosting our architecture in Microsoft, who actually supported us financially. So we are training our models and hosting our architecture in, like I said, in Microsoft Azure, which is completely secure. And also additionally, we're using Google Colab. And we have additional on-premise GPUs that's connected to company laptops. And we have a privacy-first architecture. So security, data security is our number one priority, and we apply to all kinds of European Union regulations like AI Act, GDPR, SOC2, so you name it, we applicable. We have certificates to prove that as well. And we develop our own data models, and if you're worried about security of the data and data sets, our models do not keep any data that you send to us. We just test it and return it back to you, and we delete everything. And also when it comes to the data sets that we use train our models, which we created our own data sets, and we have consent from everyone who participated in the training. So we're very ethical AI from that standpoint.
Wow, listen, I am so impressed by not only the founder and her understanding of the marketplace, but with the capabilities that this product is bringing to the market is fascinating. The reality is that we know there's a few competitors in this space in regards to defining real data and real information, and I think that's going to be the future of trying to eliminate that deepfaking and all the stuff that really is becoming a burden on AI. I think that with companies like this, making it more nimble to be used by the common man, and honestly, the common organization is going to be fascinating, from municipalities to government agencies. And corporate security for sure. Absolutely.
Hi everyone, I'm Hugo, Flayac, co-founder CEO of ClearSky. We're a Swiss startup and we specialize in meeting automation, but not every kind of meeting. We focus on the most confidential conversation. So think of a board meeting, executive meeting, this kind of very sensitive meeting. It could be a defense meeting also as well, military. So what we provide to our clients is what you see here on the table. It's a full-edge solution to generate the minutes automatically offline. So this device doesn't even require an internet connection to work. The whole AI pipeline is running on this small box that you see is provided by HP, by the way. And these two devices here are smart microphones that are designed to understand who said what and when in the room. So we generate the minutes directly in the template of the organization. So we put tags basically in the documents, and the AI will write for every agenda point a very accurate summary. So it's an end-to-end meeting solution that is offline.
So you don't want other people listening. It's unhackable, basically, right?
So it's been pen tested by an independent organization. The pen test was ordered by a bank, basically, that is one of our clients. And the hardware is highly secure. There is a secure boot, there is a TPM, and they couldn't extract any data or any piece of the software.
And how do you load the templates? So the documentation.
The documents, you just upload them in the interface, and you have a series of tags that you can put depending on the content you want. Summary, key decisions. So we have a dictionary of tags, and the AI will know exactly what to do then.
So how do you verify the person when you load that documentation? Because you know obviously you don't want to load things that could possibly cause challenges internally.
Yeah. So we have a quite different approach as opposed to SaaS companies, for instance, is that we do an onboarding session with the client. So we sit with them for 1-2 hours, we prepare the template with them, and then they are completely in command of the interface. They have an interface to integrate their knowledge base, which means acronyms, names, could be anything. So they are in total control of their environment and interface. So as soon as they are onboarded, we don't have a look at their data, we don't have access to their data, and we don't have access to their interface.
So is it encrypted at all?
Everything is encrypted. And when you push out the reports, we have a module which supports double key encryption, which allows you to send it to Office 365 with our partner GeoKey. It's a great Swiss startup as well. So Microsoft can host the report, but cannot open it in any respect. The key is basically spread apart in different clouds.
Oh, wonderful! Wow.
It's a nice technology, by the way.
Yeah. Just had a great talk with ClearSky here at CES 2025. What's great about it is that the technology that was created is really set up very well to do very, very top-line executive meetings, very secure, non-cloud environments, but has the ability to ingest all the documentation information that's been stated in a meeting and be able to now transfer that data later on securely, extremely securely. And great for skiff environments, great for military, great for banking, all the way to petrochemical, global. If you're going to a meeting, maybe in a foreign country, and you need a secured meeting to take place for executives, this box can pretty much handle it for you.
Just security, no problem.
You got it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Pierre Paul, and I'm the founder and CEO of We Hear You. And we open doors. Doors to opportunities, doors to freedom, and you guessed it, the literal doors that we maneuver through every single day. There are over 42 billion doors in the world, and 95% of them are inaccessible and non-automatic. And that's because of how expensive it is to make a door automatic and how difficult it is to hardwire. Until today. Enter the Hero Door Opener. This portable device has the power to make any door automatic in 10 minutes, meaning that there are now no excuses to not have an automatic door for a small business, for your home, for a hospital. We Hear You, opening doors to your success.
So is it ADA compliant? Talk about ADA compliance
Absolutely.
and access control and how that works.
Yes, so the American Disabilities Act is one of the amazing things that the United States has. It says that individuals with physical disabilities or intellectual disabilities should have equal rights as everybody else. So, this is extremely ADA compliant because it is a reasonable accommodation to make a door automatic. Not only is it affordable, but it ensures that doors of a certain weight can open freely for individuals with a specific need. And when it comes to access control, you got to make sure that when you're entering into a building, it is secure, but also free to open easily and comfortably. Our system also ensures that whether you're working with RFID systems or whether you're working with a standard locking system, you can open it with our system.
So how do you hang the thing?
Yeah. So you put this bracket on the door, and just like you would a flat screen TV, you then slide this back into the extrusions, and then you can remove it whenever you want to move it to another door in your home, or if you're traveling to a family vacation somewhere else, you can take the Hero with you.
Okay. Here has a question.
Yeah, so from an access control perspective,
Yes.
some companies will have that, and maybe some, or even a facility
Yes.
may have access control. So integrating your application to that access control program, right?
Yes.
Do you see yourself getting to that position where you have that ability to do that?
We absolutely do. Right now, there are a couple locations in the Midwest who have put their access control sticker on the back of our coin cell battery, so that when you maneuver in, they wave their fob as they press it, and it opens the door automatically. From an app standpoint, the same credentialing works for our application. You can have your code that you type in so that you can maneuver through your door, but I can't if I'm not supposed to be there.
It's interesting to find technology that really is adaptive, really to the problems that arrive from commercial to really home and residential. This type of system for entry, especially in regards to automating door entry, really is unique. I've never seen anything like it, and I think it has a lot of potential applications for especially those facilities such as behavioral health or health facilities, or those that can't really afford to get a door completely automated. This could be an opportunity to use this as an option. DIY elder care, absolutely.
We have a phone call application which helps people with voice disabilities. So in real time, it converts their whispers and their affected speech into something more natural. So the latency is very little, so we currently have 150 milliseconds or so delay, and it happens in the streaming session setting. So as and when I whisper, you hear my natural voice.
So basically, what I hear basically is that you can actually do a training of someone's voice when they're asking a question. Your AI will be able to recognize the true nature of that voice.
Yeah.
And then be able to actually be able to send that message, obviously, through whatever system you're using.
Yeah. So basically, it reconstructs your voice to have certain characteristics.
Excellent.
So typically, they have a whispery.
So if they had disability or they had surgery, as you say, it will actually filter a lot of that, the inconsistency, the anomalistic So they're looking really. Are you looking for the anomaly actually of their original voice?
In a way, we try to make sure the AI basically. So we as humans we are really tuned to understanding the spoken speech, the healthy spoken.
Correct.
And suddenly when we hear something that is affected or impaired, it's difficult for our minds to immediately grasp what is said. So we teach the AI how to do that part.
Interesting. So how many languages?
So the nice thing is we don't do speech to text and text to speech. We don't do this.
Okay.
Because of which we have audio to audio model. Because of which it supports all languages.
All languages.
You can speak. You can change languages. It doesn't matter.
Oh, fascinating.
So how would you embed this into a piece of technology, like an intercom, for example?
Yeah. So the biggest improvement or advancement we did from last year was we had the AI in our server. So when I make a call to you, my voice first goes to the server. But now we made it small. We made it robust that it worked completely on a phone.
So it's right on the edge.
It's right on the edge. So we are developing a SDK which can be basically put in different places.
So like one chip inside.
Yeah. So currently it needs some of the later smartphones. But what we are developing right now, and maybe in the few months or 1 year or so, we want to be able to run it even faster, and eventually we want to be able to have it on the hearables, because then it's accessible for everyone.
Yeah.
Currently, you need to download an app, but it would be wonderful if it's a feature on the smartphone that everyone can access it already.
Yeah. Very good. So in the marketplace, as we've talked about all day today, that innovation is moving at a rapid pace. Well, the challenge is maybe in terms of using, say, voice and language challenges. Intercom being, one of the major ones, and telephonics, and all the way down to the cellular voice biometrics. Well, if you have people who have, say, disabilities or have had surgery that change that or make it difficult to speak, it makes it very difficult to communicate. Well, this company has been able to, in effect, transition that and actually add that AI capability and make that much easier and streamline it. A lot of interesting pieces to this puzzle. This is one of them that's going to potentially make some waves next year.
So AeroCharge is a long-range wireless power company. So we've built a technology that has the ability to transfer power wirelessly. So some of the use cases that we focus on are the benefits that our technology provides, has the ability to eliminate wires and batteries from sensors. And that way eliminating the maintenance costs and the hassles, inconveniences of having to replace batteries. The way the technology works is we have a source that's plugged into power somewhere, generates a beam of energy, scans the area, finds where the sensors are, and delivers power to them. And on the sensor side, there's a receiver embedded in the sensor or connected externally that allows you to capture that energy, convert it to something that the sensor can be powered, like DC power, and then supply energy or power to the sensor.
And so this can eliminate 8 batteries in a smart home lock?
So yeah, exactly. It can eliminate the replaceable batteries in a smart lock completely. And you would still have some sort of a rechargeable battery that powers the lock, but then our technology trickle charges that battery, making sure that it's always charged.
There.
Yeah, it's a rechargeable battery, or some sort of a supercapacitor that supplies the high currents that the lock needs to mechanically turn and stuff like that.
Okay, so you have one unit here, and
yes,
that unit will cover an entire house?
Something like this could cover at least a room, potentially even greater than a room. This is somewhat big, so something like this would go on a ceiling, but then we have another smaller form factor transmitter that would be it's like a wall pluggable. And these are all examples. We don't make any products, we make modules, but our customers would buy these modules and integrate it into products like a wallable source that plugs into the wall, or embedding our receivers into smart locks.
So, you have a question?
Yeah, so with what you're doing,
yeah,
have you looked at working with, say, larger OEMs?
That's exactly what we do. That's
so you're going to OEM this. So right now, who are the companies that you work with that are public? that are out in the public?
We can't mention any names, but we are in discussions and working actively with some smart lock companies, fitness equipment companies, commercial restroom companies, and things like that.
All right, great. And so you're white labeled into that.
They're integrating our technologies. It's very similar, like buying a chip and putting it in your product. You're not really white labeling anyone, but no one's really asking
it's
you
just
what
a chipset.
It's just a chipset, exactly.
Awesome.
Or a module that's in, like a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi module. This is a similar concept.
Charge. And what was great about it is that this actually technology is unique. I've never seen anything like it. It charges remotely. It uses chipsets to encapsulate that RF energy and be able to send it out to devices and load those batteries that are rechargeable and on those devices. I've never seen anything like it, frankly, and I can see this being applied in the commercial security world at large. So this is something that just came to the market a few years ago. It's now in market and ready to be bought.
So what we're looking at is the Android phone. It's based on the Snapdragon 8650. This is a reference device. This is just an OEM device. It has a Sony IMX 786. It's just a 1 micron mainstream sensor. This is Qualcomm's reference QRD. We're running our software as a preprocessor on the raw data to denoise the raw image stream. We're doing 4K 30. We can do up to 4K 120 or higher with very low latency, like 10 milliseconds of latency for 4K 60. And then this is just a portable darkroom. You can see with some ambient light on the reference device. You still, even with this image sensor and this denoising, you still see a good image, but when it gets dark, it's challenged. But then with our software in the loop, we're going through the same image pipeline, but we're denoising first, so we can increase the gain and we get rid of all the noise that we normally have associated with a higher gain.
Okay, so this is before and that's after.
Before and after. Yes, without us, with us. And so you can imagine with a security camera that this could be either an augment or a replacement for infrared. Particularly if you're inside on the other side of glass, infrared's challenged. Or if you want to have more color.
It's full color, right?
Full color, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So normally, when it goes to low light, it turns to black or white.
Yes. So if you want to see, like it was described, the culprit was, he had a red shirt with yellow writing on the shirt. We can pick that out.
So the use of AI, you're basically able to, in effect, use this to eliminate the challenges of IR, right?
Yes.
Create a camera that has 24/7 color.
Yes.
And I know you're working with partners right now.
Yes.
In the U.S. and in other countries.
Yes.
What's interesting about the camera industry is that innovation is happening through AI. And what I mean by that is that we see technology adapting to these different models that are being able to load onto the chipsets, one of which is basically eliminating the aspects of IR and using basically that level of AI to make you have the ability to have 24/7 color. Pretty innovative, and I'll say among what I'm hearing in the marketplace, that's one thing that's becoming a table stake.
Hi, my name is Arun, and I'm from Genie. We provide remote support and remote support solutions for security industries. And what remote support does is, it is like I can see what you see. So, for example, if you are in front of a security panel and trying to fix it, and you need help.
You're new. You don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do it. Then you can call an expert on these glasses, or it can be done on the phone too. his glasses, and what's happening is he can see what I can see.
Okay.
So that can help.
So it's safer than putting your phone up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's much safer than that, and the expert can solve the solution, provide the solution in minutes.
So let me ask you a question with respect to the security industry. There's a lot of organizations, integrators that deploy technology, and sometimes there's a question in the field that needs to be answered maybe by a manufacturer, right? Who's basically sold the product or technology to the integrator, and they need some answers and they can actually communicate. So it could be a tool set maybe for the integrator to use for their working staff. How hard is it to say put together? What's the training process in using this?
Oh, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
And we can help you to train, we can help you to train on the devices, and we have some, much easier solutions too for anyone. See, it's for meant for people who wear hard hats.
Right.
So
Wear it. But so with the AR, for example, say you're installing something very high up,
Yes.
and you need to see the manual.
Yes.
Will the manual just pop up?
well,
right
with
where
these
you're
glasses,
looking? With
you
the
can pull
glasses.
out PDF,
Yes.
and you can also do zoom.
Oh,
The
it's
glasses.
Zoom. Okay.
I mean, this is our zoom, not like zoom.
Oh,
Zoom,
okay.
Where you can show arrows, point arrows and stuff
So
like
it
that.
could be tied to a training program as well.
Oh, yes.
So you can build out the training program. So in the Security Industry Association, we've created a program called FAST. We're trying to get more of the younger kids to learn the process of wiring and installation. So this could be actually a tool for training. A training tool for the industry, specifically the integrator industry.
Yeah, that's very true. Especially, we also have a product that is known as Work Assist.
Work Assist.
It provides step-by-step instructions for maintenance, for training also.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and everything can be.
So all the training is in one step. It makes it easier for training process.
Yes.
You could do it on site or off site.
Yes. There's a shortage of trained people in this country now.
Yes.
And there's an urgent need to train, new generation.
I agree, 100%.
So this tool helps with, training people.
So we just actually had some great information from AR Genie. What's wonderful about technology, you always get surprised about where we are with, say, the possibilities of using technology to train people, especially in the integrator community. SIA's tried to, now it has deployed a way to bring people into the industry in regards to, especially those who have some technical capabilities, but they need to be trained. And this program and this capability to help the integrators on the training side, as well as the deployment side, is pretty cool. So I would love to make sure you tie into what Paul stated about this, but this is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, augmented reality, even if it's not in that form, there's a way to use it for training.
You got it. That's exactly it. What's incredible to me is, CES 2025 has really shown us that innovation outside outside the security industry is definitely a big component to what could happen in the next 3 to 5 years in the security industry. And with not only the birth of AI and all the innovations, but sensor technology and chip technology and really at the end of the day, how we use it and how we actually improve our technology in the security industry is going to be very fascinating. So I'm excited with what is taking place. I'm excited about what we've learned, and I'm excited to show you guys out there in the marketplace, in the security marketplace, what's available.
And why it matters.
And why it matters.